It's been spinning on me. Are we like rolling? Oh, we are live. Are we live, Charlie? Oops. My eyeballs. Oh, yes, we're live. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped, and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia Ofo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. What's up, y'all? Hold on, fix this lighting here. There we go. We got a little movement. What's up? How has everybody been doing? What's new? It has been boots on the ground season. Sorry. It has been boots on the ground season for me. Getting things together in real life. It's been fun. It's been just a lot. I literally I've checked out from the real world right now. I want to go. I feel like I haven't super tapped into the spiritual world. So I'm like, I need to go live. I need to talk to my peeps. I need to let y'all know what the hell's going on. You guys have been DMing me. A lot of grand things have been happening. So if you guys are new here, I do announcements in the beginning. I also do timestamps. That way you guys can refer to different parts of the video. I'll let you know what we're going to be talking about in a moment. Yeah, so for me, it's just been super busy, guys. I just bought an office space, so just got furniture for that. And I gotta get all that together. So I'm I've been so busy in a good way though, super productive. Things are moving up, checking and jiving, and it totally makes sense because it's all about the material world right now. Because I'm gonna be discussing this Taurus Stellium that's playing out. We have the moon in Taurus, we have Jupiter in Taurus, and we have Uranus in Taurus. And also Jupiter has gone retrograde, I think yesterday, or actually today, which is the 4th. So dun 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 dun, another retrograde, right? So I'm gonna also be discussing that, of course, all of those grand things, talking about self-love, relationships, money, and career, which has been a huge theme. That's been playing out. So I'll kind of mix all of that in with this stellium just to give you an idea of the energy that's playing out. So I'll go ahead and talk about that in a nutshell, pretty much for the most part. And then what's your rising sign, what house it should be playing in. You should already know this since if you watched my Jupiter and Taurus video. If not, there's full details about Jupiter and Taurus there. You can go there for that. But this is specifically about the stellium and all the energy that's playing out. Let's see here. And then I'll go into the houses, you guys. And then, how should I do it about the houses? Really, what do you need to be doing as far as what needs to get real? You know what I'm saying? In reality, in your world, in your reality, your material world at that, right? Then I'll do a collective spread, you guys. I'll do some energy oracles. I'll do Tarostrology. And then I found the wheel, guys. So we are going to bust out the wheel. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I know it's been a while. I'm probably not even in the algorithm. I know it's also late too that I'm coming on because I've been in a whole nother city throughout the whole day. I was shopping and stuff and going to the office and all those things. So it's been busy. And I missed you guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Make sure you DM me if you guys have any questions about anything. You guys know I'm always here for you. I'll be at vixenafterdark.com for all of your personal needs. So make sure you guys go ahead and you're tapping into and checking your emails and things of that nature. Please go ahead and make sure that you are liking the video and also sharing it out. Okay, that way somebody else may need to receive this message. Hello, Purple Magic. Hold on, let me get the comments going too. Oh shit. Let me get the comments going. That way I can see you guys. Because it just pops up on my screen, but I can't read it. Hold on. Am I doing this right? Wait a minute. I just seen one message. You said, do I have Messenger? Like, you talking about Facebook? Well, now that I don't have the Messenger app, but I guess with Facebook now, it does show messages now without the app. Because I'm starting to get back active with my Facebook because I had to revamp it for my business. And then one of my old Instagrams I got access to now, my original one, and then my original TikTok. So all of those have been rebranded and revamped. So I'm lovely. Like, I've just been so productive. But yeah, so now I can actually see the messages. I just need to take a moment to like sit down and go through. I'm creating new systems for myself as far as social media goes, with the whole rebranding and marketing and all of that stuff. So I just had a lot of back-to-back things happening. Like, you guys, I feel like I've hopped on a train and it's just nonstop, like go, go, go. Hence why I haven't been live so frequently as much. But we're going to get back on a nice schedule. We're going to get everything acclimated and tied in. So don't you worry. I'm going to be here for you guys, still letting you know what the dealie is. So let me go ahead without further ado. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the chats. I do also have the comments here. That way you guys can see what y'all talking about. Let's move this over here. Okay, cool. I think that's good. Hopefully that'll hold up. I think it will. Love the yellow head wrap. Thank you. I am not a Trojan alumni. I literally bought this shirt at one of the little shops that were nearby. So let's get started, guys. We're gonna go ahead and tap in. Hopefully all is well with you guys. So that's enough of the announcements. And now let's go ahead and tap into this whole lot of bull energy that's playing out, you guys. You know, just to give you a little bit of background, if you don't know, Taurus energy, its natural house is the second house, right? Of our possessions, personal values, things that we value, our resources and things of that nature, our self-worth, our attitude towards money, and the things that we may own. The house lord is, of course, Venus energy, right? So you're all types of gorgeous. Oh, thank you. It's a fixed feminine earth energy, okay? So just so you guys know, you know Taurus energy is low-key kind of stubborn. So think of with the moon that's been in Taurus since yesterday. It's going to go today. Let me pull up the moon calendar, actually. And I think, I want to say half of tomorrow. Hold on, let's pull it in. I want to say, yeah, because the moon went into Taurus yesterday. Yeah, so it's going to be here. So Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then it'll switch into Gemini. You guys know it goes in order of the signs. And it's going to be the last quarter moon that goes to Gemini. I don't know how I feel about it going into Gemini. I mean, yeah. Okay, that'll work. I'm thinking of like, future stuff. Anyways, so actually that's going to be good that the moon's going to go in Gemini. Thank God. For what I have going on. Anyways, so yeah, so a whole lot of bull energy playing out, guys, with the stellium. So you may want to pay attention to your earth houses right now. We're all having to pay attention to what is happening. And this is why I also kind of been off social media as far as marketing, because there's so many psyops that are playing out. It is ridiculous. It's like the internet is low-key kind of like trash. Like that's all they want you to see. It hasn't been anything worthy of looking at, if you know, for lack of better words. I don't know about how y'all been feeling about social media, but so this is why I'm going to get on a strict schedule once again as far as marketing and going live and uploading consistently again for you guys, because I know you guys liked when I had the schedule going. That way you always know when to look forward, and you can always tap in when I'm live. Okay, so look out for that. I'll probably put updates on my Instagram story or TikTok, you know, just, or I might even put on my website. Okay, so right now the name of the game, guys, it's really all about security, inner and outer qualities as well. Okay, like if you have Jupiter and Taurus, it probably feels like you have a stream of good luck, or you're always winning, or any risk that you take, it just always ends up working out for you. Like that is a really good placement. Like left and right blessings come to you if you have Jupiter and Taurus energy in your chart. So let's talk about moon and Taurus really quick. So moon and Taurus energy, right? So the moon is how we react and respond. So you've probably been seeing certain things kind of play out as far as that goes. You know, moon and Taurus in 2 words: emotionally entrenched. Well, what does that mean? It's kind of like Taurus energy. It's kind of like it's so firm on like change might be very difficult or unlikely. Taurus doesn't really like change. And here you have the planet of Jupiter trying to expand, and now that it's going retrograde, right? Uranus is also in Taurus, which is unexpected changes. And then now you have the moon, which is everybody's reactions and responses to everything, all aspects of life right now. So even though Taurus energy, they're very loyal, like faithful kind of energy could be playing out right now as well. Like you could be totally dialed into whatever it is that you have going on, whatever it is that you're trying to transpire, whether this is a gift, talent, or skill, or business, or career, or character you're trying to create. And like it's all about being disciplined. It's all about bringing in stability, building your foundation right now, and really like just going gung-ho with it. That's why I said I've hopped on a train and I've just been go, 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 and everything's like just working out. You know, also on the other side of that, think moon and Taurus energy, there can be kind of low-key like a possessive kind of an energy playing out. So make sure that you do have time for yourself. Please make sure that you are doing your self-reflecting and, you know, any kind of spiritual work, like making sure you have time for yourself to digress and be alone, because it can be so much and everything's moving so fast. Because you also have to remember that we do have Pluto in Capricorn that's retrograding. Even though we're in retrograde season, for me it feels like, you know, everything's supposed to be slowed down. I feel like everything's so fast. Everything could be happening very quick in the material world. Especially if you're a person that's taking action. You know what I'm saying? If you're a person that you got a lot of things going on. So that Taurus energy, right? It's kind of like it's the same way. Like they have this ingrained type of programming, and they have certain habits that they like to carry out. Hence why Taurus loves systems and things of that nature, because they keep doing the same thing. So this is the time for you to really get disciplined, create systems for yourself. That way you can learn to master these systems, or master your character, or that way you can, you know, turn into like a powerhouse of like, once you do the same thing over and over, you start to gain really healthy habits for yourself. You know, certain things start to become subconscious, kind of like riding a bike or driving your car, right? You're probably wondering like, oh, I'm daydreaming while I'm driving. How am I doing that? It's just like that same energy. It's like low-key autopilot, because you're not changing much. You know what I'm saying? You're just always doing the same thing. So this is the time to do that. If there's something that you want to work on, or something that you want to master, or something you want to learn, or something that you want to do forever, you see yourself doing for a while, this is the time to master that energy. Also with the Taurian energy, they have like this powerful maternal kind of an instinct too with them as well. So right now everybody probably in the world is craving security, or working on security, stability, safety, or trying to harbor change in some form or fashion. Okay, let's kind of go into detail a little bit about it. I do have the chart here, because we also remember we have the sun is in Virgo too. So your Virgo house and your Toro house, and Mercury's in Virgo. That's a lot of earth energy that's playing out, especially within the luminaries. So that's where everything's going to be illuminated, right? In your earth houses. So let's kind of talk about for the collective with this stellium. Now that Jupiter has gone retrograde, right? And Jupiter going retrograde, any retrograde energy is expecting you to go inward. So that's why I said it's time to master whatever it is you're tapping into, as far as whatever it is that whatever you're trying to bring. Think of like second house energy things, Taurine energy shit, right? So, so as far as self, and any inner qualities, I feel like on the positive note, it's all about staying solid, okay? Earth, solid, grounded, right? So, like I said, that Taurus energy, it's like that show that you're loyal, show that you want to show up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Present yourself in the way that you want to show up for yourself. It's like a rock solid kind of a vibe that you're looking for. And this has to be within people that you congregate with, you know, people like family, friends. Hopefully you kind of see and you weeded out people that don't really care about you, that ain't really around, that ain't really trying to build you up or build anything with you or whatever. You'll start to see that clear as day. You should be seeing it clear as day right now. And then you should be seeing the people that are actually by your side that's trying to help you out. Right now it's more of like being kind of like just chill, like just be patient with yourself during this time. And please, I hope you know your worth. Know your worth right now, literally. Because if you don't, you're gonna get rocked to sleep. We still also have, you can't forget, Saturn's in Pisces and Neptune's in Pisces. So people can still have the power of manipulation playing out and literally just that's why they're throwing all these headlines out online. They're getting you to make you believe in something or make you believe to do something, right? So you have to pay attention to these things. Man, you be on point. I just got a haircut when the moon was in Aries, and now I'm having so many people pull up on me about investments, opportunities. I'm not rushing anything. Right. This is where you pay attention, because even though it's still retrograde, Venus and Mars are no longer retrograde. But I mean, Mars never was, but Venus is direct now as well. Okay, so that's a grand time. You did it perfect timing. So right now, what was my point? I was gonna say something. Oh, so that's good. You want to take your time. Like for me, I had contracts I had to sign. I made sure I read every little line, every word of the PDFs. I super inquisitive, asked all my questions, because like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just bought a whole office, so I'm trying to make sure that, you know, it's like everything's been working out. The synchronicities, okay? So this is the time where you need to be thinking outside of the box. That's what I said. Kind of take your time with this energy too, because Uranus is like, don't be basic, right? Because Uranus likes to do things unexpected and outside of the box. So don't be basic, okay? This is where you kind of find your cool and be very practical. That way you can actually achieve the goals that you want to achieve. Make them realistic as hell. Like, don't go... I wouldn't have anything that's super outside of your ballpark with, like, you know, they say, oh, let's manifest, and, you know, you want like $1 million, do that. You know, no, it's like, do realistic stuff right now. Like, be like, look, I need a new car by this date, or I need to get this by this date, or I need to have a certain amount of money in my bank account to pay this. Like, be very detailed, but be practical about it. Spice up your inner game too right now with that retrograde energy. So you have to have the energy for this, right? So you have to be aware of these things. You have to, it's like no more same old. That's out the window. You should be already rocking in your new character and attaching that to whatever it is that you got going on, and riding this emo wave. Okay, thanks to the moon. Taurus moon energy, people don't really like to be in their emotions. You really should be focusing on, it's kind of like you got to separate your, you know how they say separate emotions from business. So a lot of times, like, I honestly feel like I haven't been able to grieve even my grandmother yet. Like, I've been so on the go, and I've been separating my emotions and still showing up for myself within, you know, business and building security support and my stability and building my foundation pretty much for the most part, making sure that I still have my head on right to accomplish my goals. I can't like just fall off, because we all still have duties, responsibilities, and obligations that we have to adhere to, right? But I know I have my little moments, and then I just kind of like, okay, I'm like, cool, all right, let me get back in. So, like I said, finding your cool, riding the wave. People might dive deep into their feelings or their emotions, and nurture their inner self. And like, trust me, I have those times too where I do that, make sure I do that. But we also have to watch out for these hurdles too that can happen as well. Okay, there's a lot of, think of like, bulls are very stubborn, right? AKA Taurus energy. So with this energy, some people might be too stuck in their ways. This is why, like, I've been making sure to make it a point to like operate in your north node. Like, I feel like the train that I've been on is because of the simple fact that, like, I call my train is my north node energy, doing things I've never done before. And so it's kind of like you're on a constant ride of, like, that butterfly energy in a sense. You're like, you don't know what's going to happen, but you're just like, I'm just doing it for God, and I know it's going to work out, and I'm just going to keep forging forward with positive energy no matter what happens. And that thinking, it's like, once you surrender, baby, everything just starts coming towards you, and it feels so goddamn good. Like how, Purple Magic, you got your hair cut. You embraced change. You did something different, and then boom, it like unlocks everything. So every time I've been doing the same thing, which is getting out of the stubborn and stuck ways, any stagnant energy that nothing was moving in whatever aspect of life that was, I surrendered, and here comes movement coming in, here comes opportunities, here comes all the blessings, here comes new doors, new windows opening. Like, it's like, oh, you got a mission, you're supposed to do this. So now it's like the universe or Gaia or God, divine, whatever, showing me like, this is the way to go. You going the right way, because we unlocking this stuff for you. Now you might have a couple of hiccups because we are in retrograde season, but it's like a different kind of retrograde season. Like, it's not really like anything, how do I say it? It's like not super, I don't know. Even though certain situations can be a little tough, but then it's like there's a way to get out of it if you're solution based, right? So with this, like, let's mention Jupiter retrograde as far as self. So like, it's a lot of reflective energy. Like, you should be now walking in this new version of you, this new being. You should be looking at yourself like, I did a good job. I know I still got some work to do or whatever. Or you could be like, I'm set. Now I'm just going to do X, Y, and Z. Like, your vision should be so clear right now as far as where you want to take action, period. Now, I know there's some people that still might be a little lost, still might not know what the hell they want to do. You may be playing a little bit of catch up. You might be an esoteric vampire because you might be just so puzzled and lost in the sauce. And there could be a lot more squares and challenges for you. Let's just say that. But on a positive note, Jupiter retrograde, it's a time for introspection. It's a time to self-reflect. It's a time to reevaluate. It's a time to check on what are your own personal beliefs. That's why it's kind of good to detox maybe from social media right now. All this politicking and all these little psyops and headlines that are playing out right now. Like, make sure you know your own morals, values, and beliefs, and you're not just being a follower, you're being a leader. We need more leaders in this world. So it's kind of like, what are your long-term goals? Still stay focused if you can. Like, it's so major right now because you don't want to miss these waves. You really don't want to miss this, okay? This can really lead to a deeper self-awareness about who you are, where you want to go, what you want to do, what is your mission, what is your vision, like, where are you trying to go, you know what I'm saying, for your own personal growth. Like, where are you at now? Congratulate yourself for how far you've come, but also it's like, bust out that list. Okay, this is what I gotta do, this is where I'm trying to go. I haven't made it there yet, but we almost there. And just, you know what I'm saying, like, you gotta kind of like, it's like a stop and look kind of an energy. Now on the flip side to this, some people can be like a little too overconfident because of the stellium that's playing out. Just a little too, the Taurus energy, they love to be like, the aesthetics of it all. Remember, Taurus is ruled by Venus, right? So there's a risk of you could be overly optimistic or overconfident during this time. And you might need to dial back, you might need to dial back in. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, some people may be kind of like, I don't know, because you might be just too loosey-goosey. Make sure you have your boundaries set and things of that nature. But some people might need to dial back in on those big plans and ensure that they're grounded in reality. like period. Okay, let's talk about that because this also involves love and relationships. You know, on the good token, some people will have some steady love going on. This could be playing out with whatever ship that you have. This could be a business partnership, a love situationship. This could be some new people coming in. It's like people might be looking at you in a whole nother light. And also, you know, we're going to keep it a whole buck here. People are looking probably like, what do you do for a living? You know, that could be the question. Like, are you stable in your mind? Like, you know, are you stable like where you're at? Like, what's going on with you? You know, are you all over the place? Like, people probably, that could be like a number one, excuse me, like question, unless you see it online, what people do if they post it. But a lot of us may be reliable on those types of relationships that actually are stable right now. Because imagine if you're like trying to build yourself up and you're trying to go forward in life, you can't be around an unstable motherfucker. Like, it's just not going to work. Like, you have to make sure that someone has the same vision as you. You guys share the same vision, because trust me, you'll feel it. It's like I said, you hop on this train and it's just going full force when someone has the same vision as you. It's like you guys will be so in sync. Everything will be so synchronized. Even from when you text or think about each other or say something, do something. You want to be around people like that right now, the majority of people right now, because we're forced to look at reality, okay? I hope you have a real life besides this online world, because the online world is totally like on some other ass, I don't even know what, compared to real life. So hence why I've been like rocking in real life, right? Which we all should be doing. But everyone needs that rock that they can lean on right now. Taurus Stellium playing out. Okay, so this might be a theme for some of you guys. Like I said, it's been the breakup to make up for a while season. So some of y'all probably let go of a friend, a family member, a lover, and you're like starting over. You're starting fresh. You're already meeting people. You're dating people. Maybe getting new business partners. Maybe like apologizing to family members. Like just to get that rock solid feeling, because that's like that earth energy, right? You know, sparks could be flying everywhere for you guys during this time right now, because Uranus is also bringing those unexpected, but also things that are unexpected that could be exciting for you right now during this time, okay? It's like some people's love life could be like a roller coaster full of surprises. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that for me. Like, oh my God. Like, everybody could be feeling all the feels right now with that kind of thing that's playing out. So some people, you know, the moon might have people in an emotional zone, but may not be super deep into acting on that. Because we have Mars is in Libra, which is an air energy. Libra's very secretive when it comes to taking action, as far as like not always telling people what they got going on, but taking action behind the scenes kind of a vibe. So you got a peep game on that. I did a video, I think, on Mars and Libra if you want to watch that. But anyways, so back to this Taurus Stellium. It's like you want to provide comfort, you want to provide security to your loved ones, the people that you're tapping into right now. It's like it's all about being from the show me state. I don't know if you guys ever heard me say that. I'll be like, I'm from the show me state. Like, you could talk a good game all you want to, pimp name slick back, but like, I need action, baby. Like, show me you actually care, right? So this is what we're all kind of looking at in a sense. And you also have to remember with this Taurus energy, some people just are stuck in their ways and they don't want to change. They don't want to change. Change ain't their thing. Like, they don't want to change. So, especially when it comes to love. So, you know, some people might dig their heels into resisting some form of change. Like, you know, I'm just going to stick with this person even though they're giving me hell. Like, it's too much going on. And some people are like, you know what? I'm over this. Like, never talk to me again. I'm done. And some people might be doing some very crazy things to separate themselves and to actually change. Or this could be like divine stepping in, like, okay, we need this to break away because this book was supposed to be ended. Like, this chapter was supposed to be closed. No more pages. Like, this needs to be done, sealed, signed, and delivered. So something catastrophic, Uranus energy, might come in. Remember, Uranus is retrograding as well. So I've seen it playing out. There's a lot of like between personal people that I know personally, but also like in the world, you'll see it like within love and relationships kind of an energy. Drama, okay? Lots of drama, okay? And along with the Jupiter retrograde energy, even though people like probably broke up months ago, it's like, here we go. It's like reconciliations with whatever ship you're sailing. People wanting to reconcile. They're starting to recognize, maybe I did mess up. Can I come back? You know what I mean? No matter how this is playing out. Like I said, business partnership, friendship, lover, whatever you name it. Reconnections may be a theme, okay, with this Jupiter retrograde energy, because you got to remember Jupiter's in sign of Taurus. So let's say, for example, you're having a conversation with a friend and you're peeping game on like, you know what, I'm like doing so well for myself. Like, oh my God, I'm finally like, you know, getting it together, whatever, right? And I remember there's this person that actually had it all together when I didn't have it together. So let me go ahead and call this person now that I have it back together, because if this person's together, because they're stable, right? That's that Taurus energy. I want that energy in my life right now. So that's why the reconnections, reconciliations could transpire and could come back. Hi, Sabrina. How are you? Taurus, Venus, dealing with the Taurus rising and Venus. Ooh. Nice to see you, love. So this is why this, during Jupiter retrograde, this could be happening, okay? So it's not like a bad thing or anything, but just know if you have this happening to you, like if you have people coming back when you're stable now, because you got to remember, everybody's like a reflection of us. So if you're reflecting the energy of you got it all together, well, guess what? You're going to attract that energy now too. Hence why maybe reconnections might arise, okay? You might even be looking at someone like, I was all messed up, now I'm good. Let me call this person because I know they got it together. Let me go check on them and tap on them and call them now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to see where you're at first, man in the mirror check, right? And then peep game on who you're attracting, because that'll tell you a lot. So this is why within love and relationships, connections could come back with old friends, past partners. It's really a great time to kind of either mend the fence. Some people may want to revisit these connections and relationships with a fresh perspective. You know, whether this is like, you know, I like that person, they're good for business, like I want to work with them, boom, let me call them up. Or this could be like a love relationship, like, you know what, I missed that. This person was ready to marry me and everything, but I just didn't have it together. But now I got it together, so let me call them and see what they got going on. It's like all of that stuff. It's like remix, like, right? So, now you have to also peep game on this retrograde energy. There can be some exaggerated expectations with this stellium that's playing out with it as well. So you have to really be cautious of expecting too much from people, expecting too much, whether this is from your partner or past relationships. Like, because let's say, for example, you did phone a friend for 500 and was like, you know what, hey, you know, I just want to see how he was doing, because this is a person that's stable and they had it all together when you didn't have it together. You know, what's up, how you been, da, 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 right? So it's like you can expect that this person is just gonna hop on your train and come with you and just be like, oh, what's up, I missed you, I want to be. No, they're gonna be like, oh, you a day late and a dollar short. So that's that exaggerated expectation that could be playing out too, like, or unrealistic expectation that could be playing out, which can kind of lead to disappointment. So just make sure you don't have any expectations. Even if you do think of someone that you may want to reconnect with, whether this is a business partnership, a lover, a friend, family member, whoever it is, just don't have any expectations. It is what it is. Some people will be left in the past. Some people you'll just wrap it up, nip it in the bud, and know where to go left or to go right, and just keep going forward. You can't let anything kind of stop you, no matter what's playing out. Feel it, sit in that moment, sulk, and then just keep going forward, okay? I'm okay. Nice to see you. Oh, good. Glad to hear it. I'm so glad. Let's talk about money and career, because this is what it's all about right now, as far as like what they're showing us in the world. We're all supposed to be looking at our possessions. You know, they're forcing us to kind of look, do we have resources? Oh my God, do I have enough of this? Do I have that? You know what I mean? It's like all this fear-mongering, scarcity tactics that are playing out. So we're all kind of looking at our situation right now like, it's cool to be out. It's summertime to have fun while you can. But once it turns, we're in fourth quarter now, baby. We're in September. This is when I say fourth quarter starts, like for real. Because in October, November, and December, I say September. Like right now, start you know, getting it figured out and getting it together and gaining your structures and getting disciplined and your systems and all that stuff on what you want to do, because when in this fourth quarter, when it turns fall and then winter, you should be super like you should have narrowed down what you're getting into, who you want to talk to, where you're trying to go, and what you're trying to master. Just period. Just period. Okay? All the way up until the new year, which would be technically April. So anyways, let's talk money really quick. It's a lot of positive vibes for real. Like, you should be, you know, stacking your paper, of course. You know what I'm saying? Taurus is all about the finances, right? Because it rules the second house. So it's all about security. Do you feel secure right now? So it's either like you're looking at yourself like, I'm secure, I'm good, you know, but I can still go, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's still goals and things, people, new faces, new places that I want to achieve. You know what I'm saying? That I want to see, that I want to do. Some people will be like, dang, I ain't got no security. I don't feel secure within XYZ. So I got to put in major work. So with this moon in Taurus, it's illuminating that right now for a lot of people to see, okay, have you been saving? Have you been investing? You know, are you making those money moves? Like, we're all kind of low-key looking at this right now. Get creative with your cash, guys. Get creative with it. Uranus is actually that energy. Uranus is at 23 degrees. It's actually kind of pushing us to find new ways to make money. So, like, if you're dead ass serious, you're going to be like, you're going to do whatever it takes to make something work for yourself right now, period. Now, I'm not, that's a double-edged sword right there, because some people are doing strange things for a piece of change just to kind of make it. You know what I mean? I ain't saying do all that. I'm saying make sure, you know, whatever new ways, whatever side hustles that you have, whatever unique investments, you know, that you are tapping into, just big money dreams pretty much for the most part. Because Jupiter in Taurus, even though it's retrograding, Jupiter pretty much will have your back, like opening doors to financial growth, abundance, the synchronicities will start to come in. Like, things will start unfolding. When you feel like there's no way, all of a sudden there's a way. You know what I mean? Like, you try not to think like that. So you keep going. You're still taking action, one foot in front of the other. Slow and steady wins the race. Earth energy, right? You want something to grow. So you're investing your time, money, energy into something, and you just stay consistent and disciplined, and you just keep going, and things just start, it just starts happening. Like, it just left and right, just boom, boom, boom. It can just start. I don't know, comment down below if that's been happening for you. Of course, you know, there's going to be some hurdles. Watch out for the retail therapy. You don't want to buy your emotions away, like, on things that are unnecessary during this time, because especially if it is playing out in, like, the second, if you have Jupiter Taurus with the stellium in the second house specifically, even your 10th house. So you have to be careful. Okay, emotions can make you splurge, because all of the advertisement that's put out in the world, they play off your emotions to make you buy something. So you got to be careful, you know, with you can just splurge on anything that's comfortable. Like, oh, let me buy this robe or these new slippers or this food, or, you know, like something where it's like a comfy thing for you. So watch out for impulsive spending during this time as well, okay? Now, as far as having Jupiter retrograding with the money aspect of it, you know, I would say it's really encouraging you to just review. Just take a look at where you're at with your finances. Are you good? You have an emergency fund? Are you, like, where are you at? Do you need to grind like no other and get offline and just really do you and hustle hard? Or are you like, you got a nice balance? Where are you at? You know what I'm saying? Are you good? Like, you're like, I'm trying to go on trips before it goes winter. Like, I'm planning the next country. So it's kind of like just reviewing your financial situation, okay? You might discover some hidden opportunities. Something that you couldn't see before, you might see it now that Jupiter is retrograding. That's where I would call it areas of improvement, or another way, like another little side hustle or something to make some money or whatever. Okay, now on the negative side to this, as far as taking risks, there's, you know, potential for overdoing it on the risks. Like going to, like, like it's kind of like walking in it's kind of like you're being desperate. Like you don't want to do things out of desperation, if that makes sense. Like, you need to be secure, you try to be stable and go somewhere and you got places you want to go, but don't do it just because you're desperate. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that can create more squares and oppositions for yourself too. It's very crucial to have caution during this time as well, during retrograde season. Consult with any experts too, or any friends that are like, let's say you want to fix your credit, go talk to a credit expert. Let's say someone you know is a financial advisor, go ask them questions about your trusts, estates, loans, whatever it is that you have going on. It's very important. Okay, as far as career goes, a lot of people, might be so busy right now that they're really grinding. This is not the time to have like 10 jobs, like that's that desperation. Like, I need to make money. I need to make money. I need to make money. So here you go. Like, yeah, I'm going to buy that. I'm going to do that. And I'm invest in that. I'm going to take this job and that job. Like this, that's like you really don't, that's doing too much. Cause you also have to remember we have Mercury and the sun is in Virgo season. So when you overwork yourself and overanalyze and you cause stress, and then your body, and then here goes your health is getting shot. So you have to be careful of that too. Trust me, talk to me about that, because me overworking, I'm cystic. So yeah, I had like cysts. So that's cut from overworking. Like over just going too hard in the paint. So you gotta like make sure you have rest, make sure, that's what I said, I'm like, I need to revamp my schedule. And it's not like, because I'm so ambitious, if you're a person that's like always like, I gotta do something, I wanna do something, I gotta do this, da, da, da. And you have the energy for it, but you also have to like, this is an avatar that you're using, right? You know what I'm saying? Like your spirit, your mind, like internally you might be straight, but like think of the body that you're utilizing to get around and do stuff. Like you got to make sure you drink your water, you eating your fruit, you know what I'm saying, getting the proper rest and sleep. It all matters, all of that matters. Okay, because with this grind and steady energy, Taurus like is a hard worker. Okay, this is why Taurus energy, they're very like dependent. So you think of as a collective, we're all trying to be dependent. If you have someone that's codependent, and I'm not talking about kids, you have to be careful of that energy right now. Energy harvesting, energy vampires. If you have a couple of grand things going on for yourself, some people are going to try and leech off of you. It's a real thing. So watch out for that codependent energy. Just make sure you are utilizing your discernment with that. It's all about solving problems, guys, and making moves for yourself. You don't want to be crying in a corner and just be like, woe is me, like what's going on? No, come up with some solutions. Get innovative. Think of something outside of the box, especially when it comes to career. You're the esoteric bag. You're the one with the fresh ideas, and you have to come up with some unconventional solutions for real, okay? Especially if you have a career where you want to climb the ladder. Maybe you're like, I'm tired of just cleaning toilets. Like, I want to own the building, or I want to be partner next to the CEO of this cleaning company. Like, I want to be managing or training teams, instead, whatever it is. I don't know, just instead of, you know what I mean? Instead of being low at the bottom, you want to go to the top. So use that Jupiter energy, okay, to expand on that and go up, onward, forward. Sometimes you have to surrender and be open-minded to growing, okay, because it's like a each one teach one. When someone shows you something how to do it, like, just go gung-ho. You know what I'm saying? Show them what you got, period. Okay, no matter what challenges or hurdles that could occur, because that could happen. Like I said, Taurine energy, bull energy, it's stubborn. Some people can be very resistant to change, or scared, or have fear or doubt pop in. So if you're a person that's stuck in old ways, I feel sorry for you. It might be super hard for you to adapt to any of this new stuff playing out. Trust me, we have all these AI apps coming out. Like, we have an AI app coming out like every day. AI is taking over a lot of jobs, a lot of the businesses. Like, it's just like a lot of stuff is going automated, digital. Like, you have to like just get out of this old way of thinking, okay? adapt to a new way of working, a new way of making money. Because then you're just going to struggle, and you don't want to play catch up with this retrograde season, especially with Pluto being in Capricorn and Aquarius for the next 20 years. Okay. So use the Jupiter energy to really like enhance your skills. Let's say grab a piece of paper and write down, what are your skill sets? What do you already know how to do? What's already in your toolbox? What's already in your backpack, right? Where are you working right now? What are you doing? What are you working towards? Do you want to have your own business? Do you want to have a no alarm clock life? Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Or do you just want to actually be a CEO of a company? Or what do you want to do? Do you want to be an investor, a sponsor? Like, you want to just be financially equipped like that on the back end. Nobody knows your face. Like, where do you know what I'm saying? Look at the wealth scale like that. Use Jupiter retrograde for that. Because this can be a time for you to like hone in on your skills. Like I said, this is the time, like now, like really get it together, because it's fourth quarter. That way you can just ride the wave for, you know, fall into winter. Go revisit. You might need to freshen up your skills as far as education goes. You might need to like, yeah, I know how to do this skill, but I need to like maybe see where it's at now, what I need to learn now. You know, it's never bad to freshen up, because, you know, laws change all the time, and, you know, like I said, all these platforms are changing. You might need to like just learn something, you know, freshen up just a little bit. It's an excellent opportunity if you want to develop yourself professionally right now with all this earth energy, because we're forced to look at the material world, right? But, you know, like I said, that overcommitment energy, like, please avoid overloading yourself with doing too much. Sorry, I have Jax on my lap. Please avoid, you know, overloading yourself with too much, like I said, because we have Virgo in the sky right now, you guys, okay? So you have to be careful with your health. You know, don't take on too much work, or don't take on too many projects, because that overcommitment could lead you to burning out, could lead you to being frustrated, checking out, not wanting to carry out your duties, responsibilities, and obligations so that you can grow and build this nice new foundation of bricks that you want to have for yourself, okay? So pretty much in a nutshell, you guys, with this Taurus Stellium, it's all about finding comfort and knowing who you are, mastering yourself, what kind of character that you're trying to master right now during this time. Spice up your relationships right now. Get deep with those in real life, you know what I'm saying? Go, like, whether this is business partnerships, family members, friends, whatever it is, do real life things. There could be some very exciting surprises that could come for you, negative or positive. And try and be savvy with everything. Get creative too. You know, be savvy with your spending, with your money, your investments. Grind it out. You know, keep your eye on the prize. I know we have so many distractions online, but make sure you keep an eye on the prize as far as your real life, like you. What do you want to do? Even when, you know, it's pushing against your comfort zone, okay? I always say, if you want to live a comfortable life, you may have to be uncomfortable for some years, and then boom, watch you live so comfortably, you ain't even gotta look at your bank account. You ain't gotta look, like, you ain't even gotta worry about nothing. Like, you just making money in your sleep. Like, where do I want to go today? What should I wear? Looking at your rotating closet and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta, like, keep those visions. Let's move on to what's your rising, and where this stellium is going to be playing out for you. Aries rising is going to be in your second house. Taurus rising, your first house, of course. Gemini rising 12th. Cancer rising 11th. Leo rising 10th. Virgo rising 9th. Libra rising 8th. Scorpio rising 7th. Sag rising 6th. Cap rising 5th. And Aquarius rising 4th. Pisces rising your third house. Okay, so let's kind of talk about it. Sometimes you guys might have like Taurus in 2 houses, so I'm just going to break down the energy of the houses now. So let's kind of like tap in. So first house. So first house, we all know this is all about self for the most part. Really ground yourself. Make sure you have ways to ground yourself Check yourself. Try not to be stubborn. Be more open-minded. Know what your own values are. Morals, values, beliefs, things of that nature. And like, just on a positive note, I would just say, just stay true to yourself. You know, what do you want to do? There's a lot of people, like I said, that could be swaying you to do something or manipulating you to do this way or that way, or be this, do that, you know, but what do you want to do? Don't be afraid to, like, just level up and grow, and just however you want to put your signature on it, you just do it in your own fashion, right? Second house. Now, Taurus loves to be here. This is the home for Taurus, right? And the house lord of Venus. So this is like finances, right? So watch out for blowing, you know, blowing all your dough on comfort stuff right now, or just doing too much. Make sure you set your intentions with why you're buying what you're buying, or paying for what you're paying for, or investing what you're investing in, and stay positive about it. Save some cash, okay? And also treat yourself too. Like, just find a nice balance. You know what I'm saying? Third house. Third house is all about communication. So if you have this stellium playing out in your third house, you know, just don't get stuck in your ways when it comes to your ideas, your thoughts, talking to people. Like, be open to hearing different perspectives, because people perceive things. Perception is a motherfucker. Like, so please, like, because sometimes you just might be like checked out one day, and then your friend is going to tell you something. You'll be like, oh yeah, see, this is why I needed you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and vice versa, you know? So please be open when this is playing out in your third house. And also keep it fresh. Like, if you have ideas, write them down and figure out ways if you want to take action on it or not. Like, now or later. It could be a short-term, long-term goal, whatever it is for you. Tap into new ways of communicating. Like, if you're not really feeling certain apps right now, find a new way to converse with people, and to commingle with your comrades and things of that nature during this time. You know what I'm saying? I know right now I live on Zoom. Like, I live on Zoom right now, guys. Fourth house, home and family. This is a Cancer house, right? So get ready to switch things up at home if you need to. You know, figure out comfortable spaces for yourself. Like, if you work from home, make sure it's like clean and organized and shit like that, and it's clear, like you have everything like copacetic as far as that goes, especially if you work from home or work out of your house. You know, even like having a space for yourself for extracurricular activities, just making sure everything's feng shui, there's no stagnant energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep up on that protection and all that stuff. So balance out, like, especially if you have family traditions that you carry out and things of that nature. Don't like be so deep into everyone else's needs that you also forget your own too. Like, pay attention to your emotions and feelings as well. Don't like leave yourself behind. Fifth house. Fifth house, this is a creative house. This is a Leo house, right? So, in romantic partnership. Don't let your creativity get stuck in a rut. Because I know we got to pay attention to all this worldly shit right now, right? So some people might have creative blocks, or they might not be super creative. They're just trying to figure out what to do now. Like, what can I do now? You know? Still, you know what I'm saying? Sit back and really think about how, like, what feels like a creative hobby, or, you know, what you need. An outlet. You need an outlet. You need an outlet. You need an outlet. You never know what those outlets can turn into. Okay? Try new things. Like, let's say, for example, you never went to like a sip art, let's say, for example, you never went to a sip and paint, art and wine, whatever. You're like, I suck at painting. I don't know what I'm doing, but just try it, because you never know. Just get creative, especially when it comes to your love life too. Like, if you have a romantic partner. So sixth house, this is all about work and health. Pay attention, because, you know, Virgo rules this house. Don't get too inflexible in your work routine. Please stay adaptable in whatever grind, and take care of your health, just period. I feel like that's like, I'm hearing a lot of stuff about health lately, so it's just like, it's a big one. Each one teach one in order to reach one. Right. You know what's funny, Purple Magic? I went to an event this weekend, and someone said, was it this weekend or last weekend? I don't know. So many events going on. She said, her shirt said, each one reach one. She was like, we have to reach out to someone before we teach them. I was like, ooh, I kind of like that. I might say that. Each one reach one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was kind of dope. But anyways, 7th house. We all know 7th house is partnerships, guys. Be open to changes in your relationships. Like I said, you might not mess with the same chick you used to, or dude, or whatever, or romantic partnership, or lover, or relationship, or you might even get divorced. You might, break up, like for real, and split assets. And some of you might find a love. You might find new business partnerships. You might find new friends. You might deepen the ones that you already have and have new discoveries with them during this time. The ones that have been solid, right? Because that earth energy. So try not to resist and just let things flow. Take things, take things in a way like trying to have fresh eyes. Like allow the change to kind of come in. You should be accepting, especially if you're in a relationship or you're building an intimate connection with someone. Allow them to grow. Because don't you want to grow? I feel like a lot of people, they get stuck in this like toxic cycle of, no, we have to do this the same all the time, da da da. And so all of a sudden, when a person wants to do something different, it's like, oh, you acting funny, or you don't like me, you don't love me, or you don't want to be with me, or you're not my friend, or da 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 da. It's like, I'm growing, I'm evolving, right? Like, allow your people that you talk to and love on and whatever you're getting to know, allow them to grow. Allow them the space to grow, please. 8th house, this is all about transformation. Don't shy away from big changes, especially when it comes to your money in the 8th house and also your emotions, okay? Just really embrace any type of transformations that you have and try and find grand ways to manage your resources wisely during this time. This is the time to have like a system, especially in the 8th house, period. Okay. 9th house, this is all about your beliefs and thoughts. This is a Sag house. Just be open to like new ideas. Be adventurous, like get out there, try something different. You might have to travel away from where you're at to do something different. Keep your mind open, while sticking to your own core values in the midst of all that. Don't get too lost around, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like, I call that the freedom house in a sense. 10th house, this is like career and your public image. So having the stellium here, try not to resist any career changes. Somebody might offer you an opportunity and you're like, you know what, I kind of don't want to do that. But really look at it first, dissect it, and be like, you know what, I'll try it. Especially if it's not like killing, you're not like doing too much, it's not adding too much on your plate, like, you know what I'm saying, like it makes sense, like just see where it goes. You never know, you might be a super master at it. So just embrace any changes in the 10th house here, even with your image. How are you presenting yourself, aka what's your main character energy, or you're building up another character, or whatever it is for you. And the professional world too. To bring on that professional stability that you were probably looking for. 11th house is all about community and friendship, guys. Don't get too stubborn about your social circles, please. Okay, make room for new people to come in. You never know where this new person can lead you. Stay open to meeting new people as well, especially if you see that, oh, they actually value me, they value my time and energy. I like this, let me see where this goes. Make sure the energy is reciprocated, of course. That way you don't get rocked to sleep. 12th house, This is a spiritual house. It's all about spirituality and your subconscious. Try not to shy away from growing, you know, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. I would say really dive into like your inner journey if it's in your 12th house. Find stability within yourself, since it's like a lot of earth energy playing out. Okay. Let's move on, guys. We're gonna go ahead and do the collective energy spread, because I would love to do a reading for you guys. Whoa. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. So first, I'm gonna always, you know, I like to do the energy cards. So let's do these first. These energy oracles, numerology, as well will be included, and this will be for the collective. You guys don't forget to thumbs up the video as you're watching. Helps videos circulate and percolate. That shuffles so. After this, I'll do the Tarostrology, and then I'll do the wheel for each individual sign. Okay? What does the collective need to see? What do we need to see with this Taurus Stellium, Jupiter retrograde? Oh. All this cat hair is just like... All right. Attachment. Look at how she's removing the mask. Removing attachments. This is good, okay? Because it falls in line with the same sample of like expectations, attachments, you know, false identities. Like right now, like I said, with all this material, earthly energy playing out, you will be able to see clear as day, like, you know, were you walking in, like, were you wearing a facade? Were you presenting to people a representative of who you thought you were, or who you were trying to be, or whatever, and it just didn't work out? You know what I'm saying? That means like you got to maybe retire that character and take the mask off, right? And remove yourself from attachments. Number 5 equals change. So it's really telling you to change. Let go of old patterns, morals, values, beliefs, behaviors, whatever it is. Anything old. The old ways are just, it's not same old anymore. Like when somebody asks you, how you doing? Oh, same old, same old. No, it ain't. It's a new you. It's a new version of you. It's at least an upgraded or a 2.0 or something. Like it should be like, not like you have to be walking in that new energy, right? So it's a reminder to accept the change of that. Embrace it and see where it takes you. We do also have the deceit card that's playing out. Remember, I did tell you, you should be able to see who's being an energy vampire, who's being a leech, because you are secure, you're stable, you know where you're headed, where you're going, you're shining, you're thriving, and then here goes people attaching to you. Like just trying to stick on you like flies on shit. So you have to be careful of that. So deceitful type of energy could be playing around you. Or this could be you know, your own emotions with that number 2 there and 5. Like you could be like in your mind, you know what I'm saying? Like plotting, and this could be a thought, an idea of something of some sort, or feeling an emotion that could be coming through. More so a feeling and emotion, I'm sorry, that you could be feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say someone did you dirty and you figured it out, especially like, let's say you let somebody borrow some money and they never paid you back, or someone said they were going to pay for something and they never did. You know what I'm saying? That's like deceit, you know what I'm saying? So you could be, some people could be feeling that right now. And especially with like this Taurian energy, if a Taurus doesn't have the money to do something, oh, it's murder. Like, it's like, oh, what do I got to do to bring in support, security, safety, stability, build my foundation? What do I got to do right now? And everybody's going to hear the wrath of it. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you borrow money from like a Taurus and like they'll just tell everybody. But if they have it, it's okay. It's a good thing. But if they don't have it, it's a problem. So the world right now is a collective energy with this Taurus Stellium playing out. When people ain't got it, like I said, they're going to do strange things for a piece of change. They're going to do things out of desperation. They're going to be energy vampires. Trying to like grab on, like they're trying to hop in your limo or hop in your bus right now on the, or elevator on the way up. So you have to be aware of that, okay? We do also have here door to spirit. So around you right now, like make sure that whatever it is that you're tapping into, like I said, this is a time to where you got to make sure, like, life could be life in right now, for real. So make sure you have space to feel, you know, around you. Like make sure you have your safe haven and a place where you can go to bring yourself back all the way together, you know what I'm saying, as far as spiritually speaking. Okay, door to spirit is like really talk to your higher self, or whatever you have subscribed to, Divine, God. Just check in. You know what I'm saying? Check in. Okay? Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Okay? Because if you don't know here, you're gonna be open to anything. People can manipulate you, they can use you, they can walk all over you, they can, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be really in the know of what's really playing out. 32 equaling number 5, once again, a lot of 5s, right? Changes, okay? Knowing, like setting your intentions on why you're doing what you're doing, knowing what is changing and how to adapt, okay? We also have door to personal healing and happiness here as well. Okay. Whenever you are walking in a new version of you, you don't have the roadmap. You don't have directions. You don't have any of that. You're creating all of this, right? So sometimes when you're building your foundation, you're trying to stabilize, you're trying to bring in security, you're trying to bring in the safety factor, that number 4 there. When you're doing all of these things and watching your surroundings and all of that, you know, this looks like, are you a person that's super destructive right now and you're projecting your traumas and past wounds? Or have you been working on yourself and healing and becoming happy? If you haven't been, now's the time. It's like, you got to nip that in the bud. Like sometimes when I be meeting people, I'm like, they got a lot of trauma. They got a lot of, it's like you can tell by the way they say stuff. It's like they feel, you know, some people feel like you're judging them, or sometimes it's like they're questioning themselves within the question they're asking you or how they're replying. It's so crazy. It's like, ooh, you got trust issues? Like, because you wouldn't be asking me that, or you wouldn't be saying that. Like, it can be hella obvious sometimes. So take that time. Door to spirit and door to healing. Take that time whenever you need it, guys, to work on these things. That way you're not bringing that old version of you, those old ways, patterns, behaviors, beliefs, baggage into your new season, okay? Open your heart chakra. We have the fourth chakra, which is the heart. Putting love within everything that you do, within where you're at, that number 3, and around you. Emotionally, how you feel as well. Some of you guys might need to tap in, you know. Doing things out of love is always better than having an expectation. I'm only doing it to get something. You know, that's the world we already live in. It's a dog-eat-dog world we already live in. So why are you operating like that? You know what I mean? Like, especially like within your community or your family or the people you love, like make sure you pour love into it. You know what I'm saying? Pour a little bit of love in y'all. Pour a little bit of love. Because you do have the angel of strength. A lot of 5s. 5, 5, 5. Change. It's a fat reminder. Please be open to changes. Remember, Taurus Stellium playing out. Some people might be stubborn to not want to change. You want to stick with what's comfortable. Some people are like, you know what, let's do it, let's go, let's ride it out, let's see what happens, let's keep going, you know what I'm saying? So you do have the Angel of Strength there for that reset or to start over or start where you're at right now with that number 0. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull. We do have Tarostrology, so let's go ahead and do the Tarostrology portion, guys, really quick here. This is where I implement Tarot and Astrology. I love this deck. So this kind of allows us to see where the focus is with Jupiter retrograding, as well as Venus being direct now with this Taurus Stellium that's playing out. We got a lot of Libra action too. Just retrograde season period. Okay, what do we need to pay attention to as far as Jupiter retrograde? What does the collective need to see? What does the collective need to see? Jupiter retrograde for the collective. Jupiter retrograde. Okay. Light is it. You guys know I read reversals first, so you know we'll tap into that. We don't like. Okay. All right, guys. So we do have here Ace of Pentacles. This is that overspending, overindulging. We have to be careful with that Taurus Stellium. Some people, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This could be like missing those opportunities because of not wanting to change, or missing opportunities because, let's say you bought a $30,000 purse, or, you know, $1,000 pair of sneakers, when you probably could have invested that somewhere where it actually mattered. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't be crying for like maybe a house fixture, something broke, you need to fix it, or something with, you know, any type of possessions that you have. You probably needed that money for something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So now you're like, oh, I got it. You know, also too, this is just, you know, making sure you're not doing that. I like this is a cute reminder. Some people might be doing that. You might just be like, oh, I don't have no intentions of why I'm spending my money. I'm just spending it just because I got it. And you could have did something better with it. Have your money make babies. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. The rat race, paycheck to paycheck, that's not fun, right? So it's like, make sure you find ways to, you know, we live in a capitalistic world, right? So it's like, make sure you're secure. Make sure your money's growing somewhere. Retirement, savings, you know, it could be anything. Make sure you have that emergency fund, college fund for your kids, or whatever, if they want to use that money later on to, like, you know, start a business, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure you know where everything, this is a lot of earth energy with this Ace of Pentacles. So please be open to change. Please be open to checking your finances. This is a cute little reminder, because some people are just so over it. You know what I'm saying? This could be a loss of a job, or maybe your business isn't thriving or something like that. Or maybe you feel like giving up. You know, this change is so hard, but you have to just keep going. You know that saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. I know that's so cliche, but it's true. It's like some people with this microwave mindset that people have due to social media and these apps and these phones, we kind of forget to be like, you know, it takes time to build something. You have to be consistent. You have to stabilize yourself within that energy. Envision it so you can materialize it. Put your heart, your blood, sweat, and tears into it. You know what I'm saying? Attach a feeling or emotion to something. Put fire under your butt so you can keep going and doing it. This is total, like, over it. Like, this is Cancer energy. 4 of Chalice is in reverse. This is like, there's something that some of you guys could have been tapping into. The Ace of Pentacles and 4 of Chalice is right next to each other. That it was just a whole, like you were on Fantasy Island moment. Because that's Neptune. So let's say, for example, you did, like, during, you know, maybe a year ago or something, you started something, you're like, why like, you're doing it, but it's like you were receiving, like, money here and there, but it wasn't a consistent flow. Like, you didn't even turn into an LLC. You just were doing it just to, you know, gain a buck. So it was low-key like turning into a hobby, but you put all your blood, sweat, and tears into it. But it's like you were forcing something that really wasn't, it wasn't realistic. It was more Neptunian. So that's why nothing was really working out. You weren't flooding in. Like the faucet wasn't running here. You weren't having a stream of income in that aspect. So that could be for some of you guys. So this is where it's like you have to change. You got to switch it up. You got to do something different. You know what I mean? Clearly, because that wasn't working. It wasn't bringing home the bacon. Okay? Now, and this is what led to probably that more Neptune energy of being a hang woman or hangman, however you want to look at it. This is never a fun energy because you gotta kind of sit. What do you want to do? What is it you're trying to master? What is it that, like, where do you see yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your whole goal right now? You know, so it's like looking at these things. Once you dive deep and you start working at it, and whatever, like, schedule or whatever it is that you have, and you do it every day all the time, it'll crack for you, you know. So take your feelings out of it, you'll have a light bulb moment. Queen of Swords energy, it's like Ice Queen, like be cut and dry, straight to the point, no like sugarcoating it. This is what I want, this is what I'm going after. Like be open, like open your mouth, speak about it. This is air energy, talk about it, always be thinking about it, always, you know, whatever you put your mind to and you think about something the most, you'll create a baby out of that, and it'll happen in real life. So you got to be very cautious of the things that you're thinking about. This is also Virgo energy. Well, it's the Libra card. And you got to remember, it's like finding balance within everything. Okay. She might look like Queen of Swords, might be the energy like, yeah, I might look like a cold bitch right now, but I know what the hell I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm setting intentions and nobody can actually rock me to sleep. That's that energy like, I know what I'm doing and I know why I'm doing it. And I'm also working with other people to get that thing done. So if you have like a big goal or big dream, sometimes you need a team of people, 3 of chalices, okay? Within your community, with wherever you're at. This looks like people coming together and conjuring up an idea or a plan or making something happen, creating that chemistry, creating that vibe, that synergy, you know, and celebrating life versus like just complaining Cassies and not doing anything. Like you're doing the total opposite, you know? So some either may need to come together with other people. You may need to open those doors and be like, look, I have this vision. I've been working blood, sweat, and tears from the trenches. And that's like the biggest thing. If you want to become a CEO, you need to know how to work everything from the bottom. That way you can teach somebody else and delegate. To learn how to delegate to actually be a CEO, right? So sometimes you have to just let go of pride and ego and submit to change and work with other people that, like I said, that like-minded energy, people that are actually stable, you know, or they're focused, or they share the same vision as you. Okay, some people are going to come and go, guys. It's going to happen. It's retrograde season, so hence why we have these pages here, Page of Pentacles and Page of Wands. Some of you guys are going to be exploring. Some people may come and go. Some people are going to be here just for a quick season. You know, you might be passionate about something and then it just, you know, you might go on to the next. You know what I'm saying? This could be someone even just coming in and kind of showing you. They could be a catalyst for you to change. They could be a catalyst for you to see, hey, you know, you're really good at this. Well, why don't you do X, Y, and Z? And then all of a sudden you really grow an actual passion for it. You know what I'm saying? You might love doing it. It might turn into something bigger. As far as pages though, you got to be also aware of having pages around too, guys, because like I said, this could be that the leech, right? Wanting to explore and be nosy and see what the hell you got going on. This is very immature energy coming through here, you know what I'm saying? So it could be earth signs or fire signs could be coming in, or you may need to utilize that kind of an energy. But just be aware of that, because pages are like, pew, pew, it's like in and out, you know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. And these are major messages. Like I said, there could be a message coming through to you from someone, like a fire sign, you know, Page of Wands. They could come in and teach you something real quick, like a Sag, or you know, they're very wise, you know what I'm saying? Aries energy and Leo, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll probably give you ideas on how to like get things going, get fired up, get you riled up, you know what I'm saying? And that could be that catalyst, you know what I'm saying? You could have an earth sign that's like where you're like on Fantasy Island, you know what I mean? And then you need to utilize an earth energy might come in and like tap you back into reality real quick, okay? Or you might need to utilize these elements yourself, okay? And have the strength to move forward with this Leo strength card here. This came out twice now. So build your strength up, or, you know, give yourself a little bit more grace in the things that you're tapping into, okay? Let's go ahead and move on with the wheel, and then I'm going to end it, guys, because it's getting kind of late, and I got to get up early, and I want to use my mental agility to complete some tasks that I need to take, so Jax is like falling off my legs. So let's pull up the wheel. I'm going to do individual signs, you guys, to just give you a quick message for Jupiter retrograde. We're going to do all the way from Aries to Pisces. That way you guys can utilize it as your big 3 and get like a big message. That way you could do it like that. Yeah, because I kind of want to lay down. I had a long day today. I want to stretch out. I want to stretch and just kind of like, you know. All right. So let's like shuffle. We're gonna do Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and I'm gonna use this. This is my, I call this the all-in-one deck. That way you can get a bigger message. We're gonna do a 1-card pull. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, you have the star. So as far as the star, I love this. This is Aries energy. This is having a balance with your divine masculine, divine feminine energy. You may need to utilize earth and water as well to help you, to inspire you. I feel like you have hope for certain aspects of life. It's like you're in a better space, or it's telling you to. Maybe it's like your mental health is being tested right now or triggered by past trauma. So it's like, okay, just sit back and heal and do some shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Because there could be things that are playing out right now. Like I said, there's a lot going on right now, and being an Aries moon, if you're an Aries sun, moon, or rising, I totally understand that, you know, things could come up, things can surface. We are in a retrograde season as well. So get creative, you know what I'm saying? Some of you guys might just be a super visionary, or you just might be content with where you're at after you do some healing. You know, allow yourself to be guided, you know, spiritually guided sometimes. I mean, it's like, be generous and give yourself grace during this time, Aries. You know, this could be looking like as a star card energy, like you could be very kind-hearted and things of that nature, and maybe you are going through a new period in life and renewing yourself. So I like this for you. Continue to take action. You know what I'm saying? As far as your healing, you should have number 17 as well, which is 1 and 7 are divine masculine energies. So it's like, bring in that love, like love on yourself a little harder if you need to. You know, it also reduces to a number 8 as well. You can look at it in that form or fashion, divine feminine energy. So, you know, give yourself that strength that you need to fulfill yourself. So, like I said, some of you guys probably like needed to do some shadow work or some healing in a certain area because things are like, you know, popping off left and right. So you gotta have to like equalize the energy before it gets to your health. You know, this is like finding peace in all your situations. Like, find your rhythm. Like, I feel like it's all about, I feel like either you found your rhythm or you're looking for it. I feel like you found your rhythm and you're just like navigating it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're navigating through it, and hence why you could have had a hiccup of like, I'm triggered, oh shit, but then you're like back to normal. Like, you know what I'm saying? The wheels on the bus go round, like you're still going forward. So it's like you could be in your head too. So think outside of the box. There's also Aquarian energy too. Think outside of the box. You know, be you. Like, be you, be unique. Whatever it is that you do, continue to be unique and be you and be different. I feel like that's what kind of helps, because you can separate yourself from the things that you have been seeing and be like, yeah, I know I'm lit. Like, you know what I mean? And then that gives you the confidence to keep going on whatever it is that, whatever endeavors that you're trying to work on. All right. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Jupiter, retrograde. Oh, damn, that came out quick. Taurus. Oh, Jax, what are you doing? Lord Jesus. Jax is trying to mess up my screen and everything. Okay, Taurus, you have the Page of Cups, and it came out in reverse. You could possibly have like an unrealistic expectation of somebody. This could be like an emotion or a feeling. This is a card of emotion. You know, you could be too impulsive. Like, let's say, for example, you start talking to somebody and then you just start automatically like you're U-hauling it. You know, slow down. Retrograde energy. Taurian energy. Slow and steady wins the race here. You might need to learn a couple of things about a person, place, or thing that's coming through for you right now. Don't be naive or irrational, Taurus. You know, you might have all these cool ideas about whatever it is, but your emotions, you might be just unstable at the moment as far as your emotions. We all know, Taurus, you don't really like talking about your emotions like that to the world. So, you know, this could be playing out for you. So, you know, maybe Page of Cups, maybe you might hear something that you might not want to know, you know, whether this is coming from a professional or someone personal in your life. You might hear something that you don't want to, or you did hear something that you didn't want to know. So you need to find a little bit of balance here, okay, with your emotions. Try not to overanalyze and overthink of the details, because you have Virgo energy sitting here. Free yourself of any negative thoughts, because Sag is also here too. Free yourself of any thoughts that are negative. I would say, if you are getting to know people, see where you're coming from with it. Do you have trust issues? Or, you know, are you emotionally stable? Really think about these things. Deal with your emotions, because I know with life moving so fast right now, we could possibly not want to deal, you know? You might have to take some time out to handle that. Something about how you feel or your emotions towards a person, place, or thing. So don't get rocked to sleep. I don't know what else to say about that. Utilize your intuition, your gut, for real, for real. Yeah. When it comes to yourself, when it comes to relationships, things of that nature, okay? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Jackson, what are you doing? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, shoot. Ooh, you have the Emperor. You have the Emperor energy here. So, this is like Aries energy. This is like Gemini, you're probably finally stepping into your power, or you feel like a sense of power, like you are the leader. We need more leaders in this world. Or you're trying to lead by example. You're trying to make some type of change. You could be trying to find a way or find a reason to stay disciplined. Maybe it's like you gain some insight about something. It's like maybe you have this certain passion or fire that's within you where you just want to like you know, allow people to trust you and love on you and be there for you. This could have been something that you conquered, you know. It's like you want to be able to support, you know, whether this is family members, friends, lovers, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You could be trying to organize something too. Like you might be trying to like, let me find my soul tribe kind of vibe, you know, or let me just put on my hat and be like, all right, I'm the boss status. Let me get what I need and get it going. You also have number 4 here. So maybe you have the Emperor energy within like your home or whatever you're trying to build upon as far as like home and family and comfort and love. It's like maybe that's your powerhouse. Like you have that all nipped in the bud. Like you can take care of you, your family, and all that stuff. Like that's good. That's like, that's a good vibe to have. Like that's stable and that's secure for you. Like that's where you feel most powerful versus maybe like the outside world or social media or people that you know what I'm saying, like meet on media. Like you're like, you're screw all that. I'm all about home and family and real life things. Like I feel like that's your strong suit, and that's why you have the Emperor that came out here. When you set boundaries, you really find out who is really true to you, who wants to get to know you. And when you have balance within your life, you'll really start to see when you have healthy boundaries. Yeah, when you're like super structured and you're stable and all that stuff. But if you're the opposite, you know what I'm saying, it's telling you to like create boundaries, have a little bit more structure. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like maybe you are balanced now and you're content. So use that fire energy to keep going with that in all aspects of life and not just like at home. You know what I mean? Try and master that in other areas as well. Okay, yeah, it could be dealing with love matters. I just had to look. I had to see another card. It was Ace of Cups in reverse. It could be about how you feel about somebody. Anyways, moving on. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, you have 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, Cancer. You got a lot of duties, responsibilities, and obligations. You could be overworking yourself. You could be overloading your mind. You could be taking action on multiple different things. It's giving like, what's that, like sea creature, octopus energy? Like there could be a lot of pressure for you. With this 10 of Wands, I feel like here this is temporary though. I feel like maybe it could be you're trying to take action on so many different things to make one thing crack. You know, it's like maybe you have a lot of moving parts to whatever it is that you're tapping into right now during this time, which is okay. Number 10 is giving like you're ending old cycles, you're starting something new, and you're transitioning into a new version of you or mastering a new character. So it's like it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take dedication. But also you have to remember to take breaks and, you know, sprinkle in a little fun time and, you know what I'm saying, like do you, boo boo, you know what I'm saying, kind of an energy. This is like you're ending a lot of things and you're beginning to grow in a new direction, and I love this for you. It's like you're freeing yourself from the old version of you, old ways of doing anything, and it's giving discipline. It is. Let me see the chart really quick. Yeah, it's like you're creating, possibly like you're creating like this structure. This is the perfect energy to be into, because this is a lot of earth energy. So you want to get disciplined, you want to have structure, you want to be consistent. I feel like you're doing this for yourself because you're trying to gain success. You're really like, you're trying really hard, you're doing the best with everything that you have, but you're ending, it's like the end of the drought. It's like on to new. You put all your blood, sweat, and tears into something, and now it's like voila, around the corner it's gonna be like your new life. Or, you know, no more like days of wondering if you can pay for something. Like, you know, something you're gonna, it's like, I feel like breakthrough vibes is gonna come through for you. Okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. But you know, with them breakthroughs, it wasn't easy. It was like a lot of hard work. It could be a lot of sleepless nights, or like coming home and just wanting to pass out and not shower. You know what I mean? Like you've been putting in the work. But it's like well-deserved work, you know? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. You have 4 of Wands. I love this. This is having balance. This is like lots of successful type of an energy. Whatever it is that you have been building upon. You have like your 4 legs on your table with the 4 of Wands there. It's like cool. It's like now it's like, okay, yes. I've built this business here. I built this business here. Let's duplicate. Let's make another one. Like it's like, Leo, I feel like you're like super successful as far as what I'm just giving that as an example. But whatever it is that you're tapping into, this could even be a relationship. It doesn't have to be business. It could be a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be just you like, okay, bam. Like we're doing this. Now it's like, who's going to sit with me at my table? Who am I going to celebrate with? You can even be thinking of, oh, I kind of want to like, you know, find my other half now. I want to celebrate life. You know, I want to get engaged or have a wedding, or, you know, you could be even traveling and doing these things and attending these things and like catching the little thing, whatever they throw in the sky. Like they'd be like, all right, okay, you're next to get married. Like it could be that whole energy. So I love this for you. This is like lots of balance and harmony and peace and love. Maybe you're ready to settle down. Possibly Leo, or maybe you are focused on your marriage if you're married, or maybe you are focused on your family. Maybe you're super focused on what it is that you got right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing for you. You're just focused on your foundation. That number 4, pretty much. This is the energy. Focus. You're secure. You're safe. You're grounded. You're good. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like you have order in your life. Is what it's giving. This is great. I love this for you. It's also giving Venus energy. Venus is in Leo, which is a fire sign, and this is 4 of Wands. But this is an Aries card. But still, it's like you're trying to keep it lit. Whatever passion you have right now, I feel like you're thriving in it, and you just want to keep going, and you have a reason behind it, and that's why it's successful. So that kudos to you. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. And happy solar return to my Virgies. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh. Let me see what wanted to flip out. Strength. So you have 7 of Cups in reverse. Virgo, I know it's your season right now. Do you have some expectations or something going on? I feel like you have all these ideas and things of that nature. You might have certain expectations from people, places, and things right now during this time. Even though it's in the reverse, it's still like you're going in the right direction. Like, let's say, for example, you had all these cups, and let's say the cups represented people and how they felt about you and their emotions. You know, it's like, let's say there was a snake in the grass, and you know what I'm saying, and there's someone that's really good for you. There's like a trait or a quality about someone or something, how they feel, and like you peep game on that. But there could be an illusion here. There could be someone that's honest here. So it's like, I feel like you could be seeing through all of these things right now. This could be playing out in your life to where you see who's been the illusion the whole time and who's been keeping it real. It's like the gratification level could be delayed a little bit. You also have this number 7. So if you had spiritual discernment, you probably would have been able to peep game on who this was or what's playing out for you or how this is playing out, or be able to see through these things sooner, faster. This is more Venus energy too as well. So it could be dealing with love, money, relationships. Okay, so something could have transpired. It's like the truth was revealed. Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Damn, that came out real fast. 6 of Wands. Love it. I love this card for you. So this is like receiving praise, reward, recognition for all the work that you put in, all the blood, sweat, and tears, whatever it is you're trying to achieve, whatever goals you're trying to master. It's like people are now looking at you. It's like you're on stage with the mic and the lights, and it's just like you're like finally having an aha moment. Equal give and take, reciprocity is the name of the game. You feel good. Things are working out for you right now. You're just going onward, upward, and forward. And also too, it's kind of like the old versions of you are just like you're walking on them. Imagine yourself, you're just walking on them old characters. You killed them old characters out your movie. They're no longer existing. You just might be expressing yourself in a new way. You could be like seeking validation too for the things that you've done, though. I feel like this is not the end for you. You're just going to keep going. You're going to keep thriving. This is like huge for you. You're like progressing forward. It's a good thing. And you have balance while you're doing it. I mean, it fall on you, Libra, too. So it's like, with that number 6, this is like literally one hand washes the other. So you could be a person that's giving money or donating money to someone, and then it's like, it's reciprocated. Or this could be like you praising someone and rewarding someone, and then it's reciprocated back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a nice harmony there. I like that for you. It could be like within your creative endeavors too, whatever it is that you're working on or working towards or wherever you're going. You're so serious, like you're just not going to stop. And Jupiter's expanding on this too. The more that you put time, money, energy, and into whatever it is you're tapping into, it's also Jupiter here playing out for you. So I really like this. I like this for you, Libra. This is good. You're embracing it. You're like, I'm going forward. I deserve respect. You are very well respected at this time for the things that you're carrying out. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Boom. You always get the Death card. Your card. You have the Death card. So whatever action that you're taking towards your gifts, talents, or skills right now, or whatever action you're taking within wherever you're at in your surroundings right now, I feel like you're focusing on building something right now, because it's number 13. So you're transforming your life. You're trying to move your life in a new direction right now. It's just having like many deaths, many rebirths. Like you're just like, this up and down kind of a vibe here, this Death card. It's like you're pausing or stopping or ending, whether it has to do with people, places, and things. You're trying to free yourself from like whatever it is that you're tapping into right now. It's like the revolution would be televised. I don't know. I just feel like it could hurt. This is like growing pain, Scorpio. It's like this is you probably like leaving an environment or changing jobs or changing friend circles, or this is like whatever it is for you, lovers. It's like it's bye 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 bye. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's giving. What the hell? So yeah. And I like this for you too because It's like you really are trying to find balance and you're trying to stabilize yourself, and while you're taking action, you're gonna have to let some people go along the way, and that just makes so much sense. Or just people will automatically drop off anyways. Sag, sun, moon, or rising. Sag, sun. You have Ace of Wands in reverse. You could be frustrated about something. You have some type of blockage that could have came through. It's like as you take action, it's like something happens. You take more action towards whatever it is that you're trying to do or build in life or whatever, and then it's like boom, another delay, another hurdle. It's like it just keeps happening. So that can cause you to be like not so inspired sometimes, or not so motivated to do whatever it is that you need to be carrying out. Not having the willpower, you might lose a little bit of that ambitious energy, but it's like a double-edged sword, because it makes you want to go harder and be ambitious, but yet some other things fall to the wayside, but yet like the main attraction is like your goal, like it's like you're trying to go. Some things might not be super clear. You could have a lot of things going on where it's like you have to take care of so many things, or you wear so many hats right now, and it could be a little cloudy. You might be procrastinating on certain things as well. So take it easy. You might have to like sit with your emotions. There's Cancer energy playing out here. Go sit with your emotions. You might have to cry it out, punch a pillow. You might have to fine tune some details of what's playing out right now with that Virgo energy, and just really look at things with a fine tooth comb. That way you can gain a little bit of clarity as well within this energy. So that you can move forward. Okay. It sounds like you need to like take a moment. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Capricorn, sun, moon. Knight of Wands in reverse. Capricorn, you might be hesitant to do something right now with the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's something that it could be like, whether it's towards a person, place, or thing, it's like you might be hesitant on trying to take action towards it. Like, let's say, for example, someone's presenting to you all the things that you want, but then you're like, oh, should I do this? It's like you're questioning something that's like playing out right now. You're questioning on whether you should do this or not. You might not be fully confident. So this looks like to me, you might have to deal with something that you could have been hiding, or removing expectations, or it's like you're trying to replace something with something else. Or you could just be taking actions like, oh well, all right. Like you're taking action, but you're like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it. It's like like, all right. Like it's like because knights are like, could be like dragging their feet to do something. Whatever it is you're taking action on. It could be your creative endeavors, or if you have a business, or taking action towards somebody, or on self as far as like growing, or whatever vision that you have for yourself. Okay, let's do, who's next? Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. We have the Tower. Something could have happened to where you're just really like, it's like when tower moments happen, I always say wait for the whole tower to fall and then find where you can pick up the pieces to rebuild back up again. Okay, or in whatever aspect of life that could be, something happened out the blue. It was sudden. You didn't know it was going to happen. It's like a rug being pulled under your feet for some reason. So don't worry. We're all kind of having tower moments in our own kind of way. Whatever you're taking action towards, it could be anything because of that number 6 there, okay? There's some type of disruption that could have occurred. 16 here, reducing to the number of 7. Maybe you found out about something like spiritually, like now you're just trying to release any pent up feelings or emotions. You could be working on like shadow work, you know what I'm saying? This could be as easy as like you getting triggered from a photo, a video, or information you found out from your auntie told you about when you was younger, something like that. It could be something like that. Something pent up and now it just kind of came out. It's like you have an epiphany, some type of spiritual growth that you could be tapping into right now during this time. So I feel like you are super working on yourself about something, Aquarius. I don't know what it is, but good. At least you're working on yourself. Oh, let me pull up, because yeah, you're taking action. Mars is in Libra right now. Go watch that video because this is Mars energy on here with this Tower card. So whatever you're taking action on, like keep going on working on yourself. Healing is a never-ending journey, so never stop learning how to master who you are, period. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Pisces, oh, you have Ace of Cups. You might be repressed or sad about something here. You might have fell out of love with doing something, or fell out of love with a person, place, or thing with Ace of Cups. Fell out of love, like your feelings or emotions, how you feel about something is no longer feel that way anymore, whether it's towards a person, place, or a thing. You could be unstable as far as like your desires, like a desire aspect. But Ace of Cups is a card of emotion. You may need to find balance within divine feminine, divine masculine energies. Maybe look at the details of something. Like know, why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. What is it? And really dissect it. So sit back and really fine tune. Okay, what's the starting point of why am I in this mode? Why am I feeling this way? Why is this happening right now? You're in the early stages of with the Ace of Cups energy. It's like you might have a lot of ideas. You might be super positive, super creative, but it's like, when your brain has so much stuff in it and it can feel like you're overwhelmed. So you're probably feeling very overwhelmed right now. You find your power. Find your power. Figure out what caused you to feel this way, or why you could feel repressed, or why you could feel even maybe unhappy or about something, like something that happened. So that's how you work it out. Find out the root, come up with a solution, and move forward, period. Okay. So that is your spread, guys. Thank you so much for tuned in, tap to turn on. Now I'm gonna go have so much fun doing all your timestamps. If you guys want anything personalized, you can go to vixenafterdark.com. Link will be in the bio. And don't forget to pop in on my Instagram or TikTok as well for the cute little synopsis of videos that I do over there. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.